So I finally watched season 1 of The Walking Dead. And honestly, I think this show surprised me more than I expected. Because here's the thing, I'm not even a huge zombie fan. Graphic scenes, not really my thing. But somehow, I still ended up enjoying this season way more than I thought I would. Now, is it actually worth watching? Or is it just one of these shows that people hype up because it's a classic? We're gonna talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. Alright, so I'm gonna be real with y'all. I have heard people talk about The Walking Dead for years. Every time someone brings up zombie shows, this is usually the first one people mention. So eventually I figured, alright, let's finally see what everybody's been talking about. Now I will say, I'm not really a huge fan of zombies or super graphic shows. That's just never been my thing. But I do love the apocalypse stories. Watching people try to survive after the world's completely changed has always been interesting to me. So even though the zombies weren't really the reason I started watching, the survival aspect definitely was. Now there's one thing that might make my experience a little different. I actually watched the entire first season in Spanish. And yes, before anybody asks, Spanish is my first language. So I wasn't reading subtitles or anything. And honestly, I think I actually preferred it. The voice actors did a really good job whenever somebody was scared, angry, or emotional. It all felt believable. Maybe if watching in English, I would have a different opinion. I don't know, but based on my experience, I really like the Spanish version. So basically, the story follows Rick Grimes. He's a sheriff who wakes up from a coma, only to realize the entire world has fallen apart. People are gone, cities are abandoned, and there are zombies walking around pretty much everywhere. Definitely not the kind of wake-up call anybody wants. Rick's main goal is finding his family, but while trying to do that, he meets other survivals, and together, they're all just trying to stay alive. And honestly, this is where the show really won me over. Because after a while, the zombies almost stopped being the main focus. The people became the main focus. Everybody handles the apocalypse differently. Some people stay calm, some people panic, some people make decisions that have you looking at TV like, what are you doing? And if you watch this show, you already know exactly what I mean. Another thing I liked was the pacing. I never really felt bored. Every episode either introduced something important, developed a character, or any of the way that made me want to keep watching. That's always a good sign. Now, I do have a couple of complaints. First, the graphic scenes. Some of them were definitely a little too much for me. There were moments where I was just sitting there thinking, alright, y'all made your point. Now, if you're already into horror shows, this probably won't bother you, but if you're anything like me, just be prepared. Another thing, some of the characters made decisions that drove me crazy. Like, we're in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. Can we please stop splitting up? I feel like every survival show has at least one person who thinks, nah, I'll be fine. Another 5 minutes later, they are absolutely not fine. Now overall, I had a really good time watching season 1. The acting was solid, the characters felt believable, the story kept me interested, and I actually found myself caring more about the people than the zombies, which honestly surprised me. If you're looking for a non-stop zombie action, you'll definitely get some of that. But I think the relationships and survival aspect are what really makes the show stand out. So, is The Walking Dead Season 1 worth watching? Honestly, I would say yes. Even if you're not a huge zombie fan, if you like survival stories, character development, and shows that keep you wondering what's going to happen next, I think you'll enjoy it. Just know going in, this show does not hold back when it comes to the gore. Personally, I would give season 1 an 8.5 out of 10. I'm definitely interested in seeing where the story goes from here. But that's gonna be it for today's video. Let me know down below if you watched The Walking Dead. Who's your favorite character? And without spoiling anything, do the later seasons get even better? I'm curious. And hey, if zombie apocalypse ever actually happens, I'm staying inside. I'm gonna save the world. I'm locking the door. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And if you made it this far, you might as well subscribe. We're trying to survive the YouTube algorithm too.